Another day, another story. While bras shape women's bodies, the development of bras has been shaped by world events. Clothing made to support breasts has existed since ancient times. A Roman mosaic from the 4th century depicts women wearing bandeau-style bras called strophium. Welcome to Tabo Eminent channel. An Indian play from the same period mentions its heroine wearing something strikingly similar. No one person invented the corset or the bra, says Valerie Steele, director of the museum at the Fashion Institute of Technology. They were developed in different places and many people took out patents over the years, improving or changing their design. As fashion changed, undergarments changed with it. Bras are a steward of fashion, says Cherie Berry, author of Harafa the Bra. Sometimes, a flatter bosom was in style, as in Ming Dynasty China, 1368–1644, when women achieved the courtly fashion of flattening their chests with a dadu, or in America and Europe in the Roaring Twenties, when bandage-inspired bras helped flappers achieve boyish straight figures. Other times, curves were en vogue. Enter the bust-enhancing bullet bra and wonder bra of the 1950s and 60s. Here are 14 pivotal moments in the evolution of the bra. 1. 1500s, early 1900s, the corset, women trying on corsets at a New York museum. Hazel Patterson, right in 1900 corset, helping Susan Stewart to lace a 1879 corset. The corset reigned supreme for centuries, especially in Europe. During the Middle Ages, both genders wore waist-minimizing garments, though the corset as we think of it today evolved to be worn mainly by women. 2. 1869, Hermione Cadell creates the corselet gorge the year the Eiffel Tower rose over Paris. Another convention-defying structure was being formed, the first modern bra. French inventor Hermione Cadell, fed up with uncomfortable corsets, cut one into 2 pieces, an upper part supporting the breasts with shoulder straps, and a second, lower part to support the waist. 3. November 3, 1914, Mary Polly Phelps Jacob patents the brassiere. American socialite Mary Polly Phelps Jacob's invention was inspired by a wardrobe malfunction. When her corset poked through her dress before a ball, she and her maid replaced the stiff undergarment with something more flexible, 2 handkerchiefs sewn together and tied with pink ribbons. It caused a sensation in her influential social circle, and she patented her backless brassiere under the pseudonym Caress Crosby in 1914. 4. 1914 to 1918, World War I prompts women ditch the corset. A combination of cultural shifts and metal rationing spelled the demise of the stiff undergarment. The influence of World War I really made the bra take hold, says Laura Voigt, curator of education at the National World War I Museum and Memorial. Women began to work in the war industry, ammunition. You can't do that in a corset, says Voigt. 5. 1916, Edgar Guggenheim patents the bandeau bra modeled after the Sculptetus binder. The simple bandeau design, consisting of a band of fabric pulled tightly over the chest, was designed to flatten the bosom into the then fashionable flapper style. 6. 1930s, creation of cup sizes. Perhaps the most important development which improved bra fit was the introduction of graded cup sizes. Until that point, there was no way for manufacturers to differentiate between chest size and breast volume, says Lorraine Topper, researcher and editor at the Underpinnings Museum. There is some debate on who was the first to introduce cup sizes. In 1932, Formfit introduced 3 cup sizes: small, average, and full. S.H. Camp & Company used the now ubiquitous sizes A, B, C and D as early as 1932, but Warner is often credited, and takes credit for, coming up with the alphabetical system, or at least bringing it to the mass market. 7. Mid-1940s, nylon democratizes underwear. At the 1947 British Industries Fair, nylon undergarments were advertised as a beauty and a revolution. Lightweight nylon replaced heavier, pricier fabrics like cottons and satins, rendering bras and corsets more comfortable and affordable. Because nylon was not suitable for hand sewing, writes Elizabeth Ewing, in Fashion in Underwear, the vogue for handmade silk, satin and crepe de chine underwear came to an end. Underwear became truly democratic. 8. 1941 to 1950s, the bullet bra or cone bra. In 1941, Perma Lift released the bullet bra. The cone-shaped cups were formed with concentric stitching that led to a severe point over each nipple. They reached the peak of their popularity in the 1950s, when sweater girls inspired by film stars like Jane Russell and Marilyn Monroe wore the bras under form-fitting sweaters that highlighted their figures. 9. 1947, Frederick Mellinger invents the padded bra. In the wake of World War II, American fashion in bras began to overtake Europe for two reasons: the popularity of Hollywood films and America's quicker recovery from the deprivations of war. In her 1953 work Muffs and Morals, author Pearl Binder wrote, "In the hungry post-1939 world, the female breast is the obvious symbol of nourishment." 10. 1950s, training bras. While corset companies targeted young girls as future customers as early as the 1920s, the 1950s baby boom led to a surge in marketing aimed at teenagers. 11. 1958, Joseph Silver's patent Spandex. In 1958, chemist Joseph Silvers of DuPont patented Lycra, also known as Spandex. Unlike rubber or underwires, his invention could stretch up to 5 times its original length, shrink back to its original shape, and not lose its elasticity. Of equal importance was its durability. Lycra stood up to sweat, lotion, and laundry detergent. 12. 1964, Louise Poirier creates the Wonder Bra. Canadian designer Louise Poirier's Wonder Bra was so complex, there were over 50 pattern pieces involved in its construction. Instead of relying simply on padding, Canadel's Wonder Bra deliberately pushed up the breast to create more ample cleavage and the illusion of a larger cup size. The Wonder Bra had a resurgence in popularity in the 1990s thanks to the controversial Hello Boys campaign featuring supermodel Eva Herzigova. 13. 1965, the No Bra bra made of sheer nylon with elastic trimming. Rudy Jernich's 1965 No Bra bra was designed to give the illusion that its wearer had on no bra at all while still providing minimal support. 1960s fashion favored all things natural, as long as you had the lean body type of supermodel Twiggy. 14. 1977, the sports bra Brandi Chastain rips off her shirt, revealing her sports bra, after scoring her penalty and securing the 1999 World Cup for the USA. When asked why she invented the first sports bra, Lisa Z. Lindahl, author of Unleash the Girls, The Untold Story of the Invention of the Sports Bra and How It Changed the World, and Me, says, "I was solving my own problem. I was an amply breasted runner. Running was uncomfortable. My straps were always falling down." She began by writing down the things she needed a running bra to do. The straps couldn't slip, no chafing, it had to be breathable, she says. Her friend and co-inventor Polly Smith made the first prototype. "We took 2 jock straps, cut them in half, then sewed them back together again. I went running in that. I was the tester. One of my partners, Hinder Miller, said, 'I'll run in front of you backwards to see how much you bounce.' Lindahl, Miller, and Smith never expected the Jobbra to be such a success. I thought it would be a nice little mail order business on the side. We were profitable in our first full year in business and didn't even know that was unusual," Lindahl says. In 1972, Title IX gave equal money to girls and women's sports, says Lindahl, but it didn't deal with young women who were either uncomfortable on the sports field or self-conscious. The sports bra dealt with those 2 barriers. Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe the channel.